A group of cyclists are using their passion for riding for a good cause to raise awareness and fight dementia. Next Saturday, they will ride from Bondi in Sydney to Berry on the New South Wales south coast. That's 155 kilometres and an elevation of 1,700 metres, all for dementia research. Joining me now live is Anthony Scotts, who is taking part in the ride. Anthony, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I understand for you this is quite personal. You've witnessed firsthand the impact of the disease. Tell us about the impact it's had on your family.
Yeah, firstly, thanks for having us on board today. My father passed away 5 years ago, and he had the disease, Alzheimer's, for 20 years, which was a god-awful disease. And unfortunately, 5 years ago, my sister, she got Alzheimer's early onset, and now she's 69 and basically in a wheelchair in a home, and has basically no joy in her life. So yeah, I've got to try and do anything I can to help.
Oh, look, it's really is sad, and our viewers may not know, but 152 million people worldwide will actually be diagnosed with dementia by the middle of the century. Anthony, we all know someone who's had it or who's going through it, and it really is awful to see someone you love so much decline.
Yeah, it's so awful. I mean, at the end of the day, you're trapped inside your own body, and the hardest thing, it's on the carers themselves. And another interesting fact is that an estimated 490,000 Australians currently live with dementia, and there's projections of that being over 1.1 million by 2050. So they're phenomenal numbers, but it is, bottom line, the number one, it's number 2 in Australia, and it's the number 1 death in Australia for women. So people don't quite realise how serious it is.
No, people don't realise it. That they are frightening statistics, that's for sure.
They really are.
Anthony, so tell us about Bondi to Berry. There's a group of you getting together. What are you doing next weekend?
Absolutely. Well, we're all avid cyclists, and we leave from Bondi in our kits, and we leave at about 6 o'clock. And we mosey on up Bondi Road and head down to towards the National Park, down to Stanwell Tops. That's our first stop. And then from there, we sort of travel down that beautiful coast road down to Wollongong itself. And then from there, we run on through to Gerringong, through to Giroa, and down the coastline, and cut back into Berry and finish at the bowling club. Just a beautiful, beautiful ride, but such a good cause. Everyone's got, so positive about it. And, we're hoping to raise well over 150,000 this year. So, all the help we can get is what we're after.
Absolutely. Look, this is such an incredible cause. Tell us about some of the conditions you might face, because I understand it's quite a long ride with a bit of an elevation. How are you preparing for it?
Yeah, well, all of us have been doing a number of rides in preparation for it. And because it's not an open road, we have to have cars in front. We've got 8 groups. We have a car in a front and a car behind. Look how beautiful those shots are. So yeah, we ride as 8 different packs, and safety is paramount. And it's just such a beautiful day. But yeah, it's very, very special to be involved, and anything I can do to be raising money for such a special cause, I devote any time to it.
Absolutely. And your fellow cyclists as well. I mean, everyone's got a story to tell about how they know someone or have been touched by this disease themselves. How important is it to find a cure and to raise money?
It's critical. And, dementia research community is just an amazing charity for anyone who wants to jump on and have a little look at what they've been up to. It's unbelievable. Just anything we can do to help with research. Yes, I'd like to say we're further progressed, but each this amount of money, we get up to well over 150,000. It'll have a designated research project. So we assign that money. At least 90% of proceeds go to the cause. There's a number of charities where that's not the case. So it's very important that we do everything we can. It's all about research at the end of the day.
All right, so for our viewers watching now at home, how can they donate to this very important cause?
It's just simply jump on Dementia Research Community, and it's all there. There's a big button up the top right. Just press donate and have a look around and what we're up to. And and a number of different events we're all involved in. But yeah, it's all on there. Just press donate and go from there. And yeah, all the help we can get. If it's $20, $50, it all helps. It really does.
It certainly does, and yeah, you want to get to that 150,000 mark. So we're right behind you. And Anthony, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck next weekend.
Thank you for the time. I really appreciate it.
Pleasure. All the best. Thanks, Anthony.
Thanks, Mika. Bye bye.